Hello, Anne. Welcome back.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. Since the last time we've met, I've had a chance to kind of sit down, talk with my husband. He's still really busy working, so he's not able to come to these sessions. But I feel like he's going to be supportive of me coming here, and it just made me feel really good to be able to talk to him. And so I'm here and ready to move on with this.
Awesome. So, what did you guys kind of talk about? Did you get a chance to figure out what you want this to look like?
Yeah. I kind of re-expressed to him how I was feeling overwhelmed with Morgan and how I just we reconfirmed our belief that we're not sure about her developmentally and what it's supposed to look like and our fear of that. And so together we came up with a couple of things. Since I am a stay-at-home mom, I have some free time, and I don't know about the different resources available in the community or how to even check into them, but I know if there is some type of parenting class, just to kind of not necessarily teach me how to parent, but give me ideas about what's going on with my kid. I just want to feel everything's normal and that I'm doing okay and I'm not ruining Morgan's life and on and on. And then also, my husband thought of this, but if there is some type of play groups, I know our church is just so small that they don't offer a lot of those things, but I've heard from some of my friends that go to the bigger churches that they offer play groups to their church, and I don't know if there's community-based ones or if I could go to another church and just so that way Morgan has an opportunity to interact with kids her own age and not always be surrounded by adults, and I have a chance to talk with the moms and kind of see what their kids are doing and what's going on. I don't know, those are just some ideas we had. I don't know if you know more about them or if you could help me or...
Those sound really fair, and it sounds like you guys gave a lot of thought to this. So, Yay. I love the fact that you're on the same page, and what goals you choose to come up with, because it's your life. My job is just to help you. Are going to be great goals, and I want to support you through whatever, but it's so great that you want to do this together, and I think that's incredible. So kudos to him, even though he has to be at work and all of that. But so I heard you say that you were interested in the parenting classes basically to kind of learn what the stages were, or maybe what to expect from her so that you know when it's not?
Yeah,
Okay.
Definitely.
Is there another reason why you would want to do that, or is it really more to just make sure that everything's okay?
Yeah, just I guess to have the knowledge base about, and even to be prepared about what's coming up next, and it's normal for 2-year-olds to say no, or it's not normal for this to happen,
Right.
Or their vocab should be this many words and not, or just kind of to ease my anxiety about her not development.
Right.
It's a scary thing. I never expected this as a parent. I thought my kid would just, do what kids do, and I just guess I don't know what kids do.
No, and that's a very fair statement. So, good for you for being able to even put that into words. And a lot of people, when they feel overwhelmed, they're just I'm overwhelmed. But I feel like I'm hearing you say that, yeah, you're overwhelmed, but what do I do about it?
So do you know a couple places that offer parenting classes, or I don't know kind of what the next step would be for me?
Well, we do have a parenting class through the community group, the mental health center that we are here. We have a parenting class through that. I can certainly get you a flyer before you leave today so that you and your husband can look that over.
Okay.
And see the time. Right off the top of my head, I can't tell you the timeline that they run the classes on, so I don't know if that would work for you and your husband. But why don't we start with I'll get you that.
Okay.
And then while you're taking that home and looking at it, maybe I'll look at a couple of other things and find a couple other resources for you as a backup in case that doesn't work out.
Okay, that would be great. And like I said, my husband is just so busy, and he does his best, but maybe the parenting class would be something I would have to go to by myself and then take home the information to him. And I mean, he's definitely my partner in this, but sometimes it doesn't can work out for our schedules. But
So just tell me, just so that that I know when I'm doing my research, is it more likely that if it was, say, in an evening or on a weekend, would he be more likely to be able to come? Or
yeah, I mean, Sundays is kind of our family day, and I mean, if it were to happen, like maybe not every Sunday he would be able to come because he wants to spend time with Morgan as well, and I don't know about the childcare that you guys offer and that kind of thing, but I think he would be willing, especially if it was something that was really important to me and I thought that it would like help our family, then I could probably talk him into it. So yeah, if you could just give us a list, then I think maybe I'll take him home.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be great.
And are you looking for something that would have a religious basis to it, or are you just looking for it in general at this point?
Kind of in general. I think, in terms of the parenting group and like the stuff they teach about developmental stages, that would be fine, non-religious. When I'm looking into the play groups, I think if I could find one with moms that also like attend a church similar to mine, it would be really nice just to have that kind of community as well.
Right.
So the religious part would be more important for me in terms of the play groups. So
well, I will make a note of that. And then on to the play groups. You said you wanted her to be able to connect with kids her age, so you're really looking for one that's more like toddlers versus preschoolers.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay. I will look into that. We don't actually offer one of those through here, but then that wouldn't have that requirement of that religious base that you're looking for. So let me do a little research on that one, but I will go get you that flyer.
Okay.
But before I do that, is there anything else that we need to address?
No, I think that basically covers it. And I think next week when we meet, I will like have talked to my husband, and I'm gonna try to connect with some of my friends that I know, like network with other churches and things, and see what I can come up with in terms of the play groups. And maybe when we meet up again, we can have this big, source
Just
of it,
kind of,
and
go through
see
everything
what our
and make
options
sure.
are,
Okay.
and then kind of move forward from there. I'm just really excited and starting to feel really relieved about all of this upcoming stuff. So.
Well, as an observer outside, and I've only met you twice now, so you have to take that with a little grain of salt, but as an observer outside, you look much more relaxed this time than you did the last time. So take that and say, okay, I can do this.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. And
Yeah, no problem. Let me go grab you that flyer.
Okay. Thank you.
Yay! Oh my God.